Hello guys, this is Raziel Tempest. Welcome to the stream of rants and bullshit when it comes to Conan. Alright. Basically,
Things fucking suck.
we're gonna cover some stuff and why it's needed, why it should be implemented as a suggestion. Not saying that it has to be, but it would make for a better building structurally, to make it more soundly. During the ages, even while in reality concepts, castles, old Japanese builds, so on and so forth, you have what are called horizontal beams, which can either be an extension off a beam or an extension off a pillar.
And a lot of times they would go across the ceilings as well from
Well, most of it is all
horizontal
ceiling, and I will show areas that already have that in there. Like say in this area, this could be beamed. And the only thing is, what I don't get, the less amount of pillars that I ended up using here, which I'm not going to put a lot more in there, you forget about it, is I'm going to, hold on, I'm going to show them why, and they're going to see why in a minute. We're going to go from up here all the way to the top. Well, I'm going to show you the outside why. That big triangle piece right there, my roof. And I come in through these doors. Look at all the pillars. All these pillars. This room could be accessed if there were horizontal beams. But no, even with wall, mind you, even with wall, it did nothing to support it. I had to wall. I'm not going to take down the wall either, because obviously that's going to be pointless. And then more beams, more beams, more wall, more beams. Beams every. Wait, why did that go? No, that shouldn't be happening either. A piece of ceiling that went away. Piece of fence, bitch, whatever that can go. Don't need that fence there if it's going to be supported by a beam anyways. My roof get a hole in it too? No. But I do have another piece that sits out here somewhere that ends up just vanishing. Just one piece. Even though you've seen all of this everywhere, which is a mess, and frankly it's an eyesore, every ounce of it. There should be no reason why, especially in small rooms that are walled, you have to use so many beams and or pillars in order to stabilize one wall, two ceiling, and three a roof. Especially when the stability of it is at 20. I mean, I'm even losing some.
And the building decay is turned off.
Yeah.
Good to mention that.
I'm gonna show that here. Which hopefully that'll get.
Don't get me started. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I have the materials in my inventory to be able to show what this was supposed to, or what it looked like before it disappeared.
Durability multipliers at 2.0. It's fine.
Building the cave is off.
It's Razzie. It's Stealthy Raz's rants.
Oh, we got the same fucking complaints.
Oh yeah.
It just affects us in different ways.
I know.
But the only thing is, legitimately,
Yeah.
you're supposed to be able to use horizontal beams in order to further the durability of everything that's going on, and plus bring up its stability. Pillaring everything just makes it a clusterfuck, a mess.
Mm-hmm.
Then you just have those structures that are supported by pillars every 3 blocks. And of course, a pillar can support, what is it, 3 to 4 on each side. So
Yeah.
if you have 2 pillars, you can go easily 8 to 9 blocks. And I have other places in my build that are supported by beams, walls, whatever. That are, I'm going to count right now, 8 to 9 apart.
And I know there's going to be I know there's going to be a comment how it's got to be 8 by 8 and so on and so forth. I can understand that, but when you got 8 by 8 that's filled with pillars, when it can be accessed by other things, not only if you add in the horizontal beams will it cut down on lag, it'll make the room more accessible, meaning you could do more with your builds instead of having everything filled with beams shooting up everywhere. And especially if you end up going... Go ahead.
I was going to say, even if you have something that's like 6 wide, it does the same friggin' thing.
So where you got
get a
pillar and all?
shit on it. How wide is this? Let's see here. The down below, the main foundation here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wide. So, but that's foundation, and then you got 5 roof ceiling and stuff like that. So the actual open area is only 5. So that's like 2 ceilings from each direction, and then the center one. Of course, you know, it's that central one is supported from both sides.
Mm-hmm.
And then as I go up, the structure gets thinner to where it's 3 by 3, or excuse me, 3 wide, and it's really long. And you know, it's like everything should go, because you just got like one on each side, then you just go straight down the middle, and then it's ridiculous. And then the top layer is just 1 square wide, and it's long, of course, and then I had to put a pillar in each one of those to get the ceiling to stand, so that way I could put the roof caps with the roof ends, the roofs and roof ends.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Or what do they call it here? Rooftop and rooftop ends. That's not even sloped roof.
We're gonna go I'm coming to your place right now, teleporting. And I'm gonna show them the bullshit that's going on with the so-called stability of your front area.
Oh, I know, right?
And what a mess it turned out to be, because it clearly states it's a stability issue, but you'll be able to see, those who are watching will be able to see, obviously there were pillars and everything there, and it became a fucking complete mess. 25th is supposed to be patch, from what I understand. They're going to be fixing a lot of stuff, so things between then, on the 25th, compared to what we're going to be doing then, And after may change, might do another video showing certain things or whatever.
If it gets better.
If it gets better, I'm still gonna do a video if it's bad or not. These people that work at this company need to know everything that broke and everything like that, and I'm gonna help them out in order to find said issues. This whole area here was all walkway. It was pillared. Was it pillared centrally on the block, every single one? Or almost?
Okay. I started from the main gate and wall here.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And I knew I was going to, you know, in each one, because if you notice, it's like every third one there's a pillar. So it's basically just ceiling on each side. Or, you know, you got the ceiling on the pillar and then one on each side. A pillar should be able to more than support all of that. Because like I said, it's 1, 2 pillar, 1, 2 pillar. I know this one here I did 1, 2, 3 pillar, but that was because I had to extend it out one so that way I could get the angle right.
Right.
Everywhere you see a statue, flag, and brazier, there was a pillar. And the easiest way to, you know, how can I say this? The way that I did it, you know, it doesn't matter how it gets done because the game takes a lot into consideration. And it's like, come on, get out of the friggin' thing. You know, it's like right here. Okay, it's not letting me do that here. Because you know, when you're doing different stuff, you got to support it as you go. And if you don't support it as you go, and then remove the unnecessary ones, you know, as you're going, it's like, oh shit. Well, the statue wasn't here at the time. That's why it skipped over here on me. You know, and you have to do this as you're going, or else you're going to come up with issues.
Alright, now we're going to do this.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I went 2 more. But of course, like I said, you get a pillar as you go. There should not be any reason that it needs this many pillars. You know, and I'm really good at figuring out where this stuff goes, just like Raz is. No excuse.
Alright. Now, the ceiling, the wedge ceiling, and the pillar that you put down both state that they have a stability besides outside is 100%. This one is 80%. Alright, now if we go back and I go back through the event log, you're going to find this very interesting. Server restart, server shutdown, server restart, server shutdown, blah 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 blah. Right there. All this stuff he had set up on top of there. The Terranium braziers, the planters, everything that he had sitting in there before everything got torn down was all because of stability. Yet, clearly, using a repair hammer, it says the stability is at 100%. No matter how your pillars are set up on foundation, whether they be off-center, in-center, they should always remain with that stability. But yet, he is losing his stability, and every time that he builds here, and he corrects it, every time, He's losing it all. Over and over and over. And I wish I would just sit here, just like one of these times when you fully get it built and then record it and then fast frame it to where it goes to that point and just watch everything drop or disappear. But it's not going to get to that point.
And then, if you notice, I said the... remove that one. Okay. The pillars, I had them... okay, that one was there. Then I removed the statue, so let me think here.
Oh, what the heck is going on here? %, stability of 20. But yeah, it says decays in no amount of time. It says repair.
Oh yeah, that one here. Where did I go? 1, 2, 3, 4.
How
5,
the
6, 8, 9.
fudge we get from 100 to 80, losing stability. Oh, now it went back to 100.
It's right there. That's where the next one is.
100. 100. Okay, 80. I can see that's the next block over. 40. 20. And that's held up by pillars, guys. I mean, come on. Oh, wait a minute. You're off center on your thing. Stealthy.
What?
Come over here. I'm going to try something here. Take down this pillar, this whole row. Go from the center of by your Aquilonian over here, where you got this centered out.
Still. Oh, there you are.
This corner. Take out that whole row of pillars. And then go from the top to the bottom.
Alright, I'm going to have to do it over here so that way I don't lose it all, because it's going to drop if I don't.
Well, if one piece drops...
Oh no, the whole damn thing's going to drop.
Okay. That's 100. Right. Take that one pillar out and centralize it. Yeah. And I'll take a look at it here. Pier hammer, 100, 100, 100, 100. That could have been your issue.
Possibly.
Your pillars weren't centered, and that's 80. Now that says 100, because, yeah, the pillar. Alright, you could tear that pillar down then. So it'll be 100, 80, 80, 100. And 80, 80, 100, 80, 80, 100, 80, 80, 100. Just as long as everything... But if you end up losing it because of stability issues this time, 1, it's going to be recorded. 2, it's going to be sent to them. Both videos, this one and the next one, when the stability is gone. And then,
remember, I lost all those planners too. Remember, I had that whole fucking thing.
You lost more than that?
No, I mean the other time.
Oh.
The other time, both of these, that was filled like this for decorative purposes.
Mm-hmm.
Filled like, oh, well, they can't see from my point of view, but like over here where I'm at right now, it was filled, but you know, of course, it was both sides. It was filled up. It looked really nice and stuff like that. And I lost all those planters and everything. I lost the fencing. I lost everything. And y'all look right here about how much, oh, what is it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in between. And that's supported just by those 2 pieces of foundation. And the only reason that I have the pillars on the other side is I don't need the middle. Remember, I only put the middle one up for decorative purposes.
Mm-hmm.
Or was it the 2 sides? I don't remember. One of the 2. Or for decorative purposes, you know, just to make it evened out.
And yeah, there's a nice little tidbit right here. Durability's off. There's stability. I mean, it's at 0.1. So you're still going to obviously lose some stable bullcrap, but it says 100. The decay says no time, but yet it shows a picture that it needs to be repaired. This kind of crap, when you have everything off, this kind of crap shouldn't happen. Even with a repair hammer. Because if you have it off, there should be no display for it. Yet there's this display for it in order to repair it and whatever. But yet you can obviously see that the stability is still at 100.
But you know, like I was telling you, the this right here, yeah, I got bored of it since I had to fight with it so much. You know, when it went down and I noticed it yesterday, I was like, son of a bitch. Okay, seen that something else I was gonna think about.
I just character
Actually
glitched.
works. Who, mine?
Mine. I got putty leg. It looks like it cuts off at the knee.
Gonna basically again take all this down, and I'm gonna try a different idea. I'm just, yeah, you know what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
Do something so many times, and it's just like, you know what the fuck? And that's where I'm at. I'm at the what the fuck point.
Alright, another thing that are going to need to change. Alright, let's go more into the whole settings thing here. Now, I have changed this on the server more than once. And as far as this should all work with the server, so on and so forth. The stamina cost multiplier. This ends up being, when I log in, it's usually 1.0. And I think it just froze thanks to that.
What's up?
Yeah,
Sorry.
I'm not able to exit. Alright, well, without showing proper due course, and you're just going to have to take my word for it, because I'm not cutting the video in order to come back and say, oh, this, that, and the other.
Sorry.
The stamina cost multiplier ends up, when I always come back in the server, at 1.0, and you don't need to apologize. That's this game. The game has been doing this, and hopefully on the 25th they'll fix it. But I have to set it back to 0.1 because we like to run everywhere. We do a lot of running. We do a lot of stamina stuff as far as climbing and stuff like that. But that the running part is mainly, and the rolling. And when it comes to the sword of Crom, which is another thing that I will talk about here in a minute.
Okay.
I always have to set that back to 0.1 in order for it to work properly. Now, the thing is with the Sword of Crom, I'm going to have to agree to disagree with those out there who think that the Sword of Crom should be only used by thralls. For one, you are the hero of the game. For two, you are the one that is meant to beat the game. For three, if it is a weapon in the game, it shall be used by either a thrall or yourself. For four, the blade alone, the Sword of Crom, is equal and on the par to the Predatory Blade. I don't give a shit what the fuck anybody says. They are equal and on par. The Sword of Crom does more heavy damage than it does light damage. The Predatory Blade does more light damage than it does heavy damage. I've tested this on the PS4. I have not tested it on a PC, but I do have it on a PC, and I'll bet you it acts the same.
But in the hands of a player, it does 0 damage.
Actually, you're incorrect. In the hands of a player, no, you're not. In the hands of a player, the Sword of Crom will actually do its damage.
So you would know what I'm saying. No, I'm saying the Predatory Blade does 0 damage.
For heavy.
For light as well.
No.
I've used it. It does 0 damage. It did nothing.
That's because of your build.
Nothing.
You have 2 ticks in strength. I have 4.
I should do more. I should do, in other words, a level 1 Thrall back there at the early Dafari camps should be able to hand me my ass, and I can't even fucking take down their fucking tick, but when I put on a Black Ice Sword with no buffs, I could fucking slice them in half with 1 hit. Light. I tried both heavy and light.
I've already did a video on it and showing the Predatory Blade and what it does for light damage.
Maybe I should do one so that way you could see what I'm talking about.
Yeah, and show your stat build. Because your stat build is what affects everything.
But I should still be able to cut a level 1 Dafari down there on the way south in half like I can with a Black Ice Blade.
With the right weapons, yes. And with the attachments on it, yes.
With a light, any weapon, for the most part, any of the higher tier weapons, I should be able to walk through them like they're nothing. And I do walk through them like they're nothing with my Black Ice Sword. The Predatory Blade does over 100 and some points of damage.
103.
And my Black Ice Sword, which is a one-handed weapon, does like, well, I'll look right now. My Black Ice Sword does, oh, I just errored out. But it does like 57.
Mm-hmm.
Almost twice as much damage, and I can't even kill a Dafari, a level 1 Dafari. That's what I'm saying. The Predatory Blade is fucking garbage for a player. It does nothing. And I even checked this out within the last couple of days because I accidentally, when on one of my thralls that had the Predatory Blade, I put one of the tough thumpers on to go thrall take it. And I accidentally, because I put it in the slot where my one-handed weapon goes, and then instead of putting in mine, I put in the Predatory Blade. And yeah, I still got fucking murked bad.
Well, supposedly on the 25th, a lot of stuff is getting fixed. One, the stats for the attributes. They're going to be working supposedly, and I do quotation mark, proper. But if you have no points in vitality and your strength is crap, Yeah, you're gonna get fucking mowed through, dude. Okay?
My
For
stuff
one,
isn't shit.
it doesn't matter for equipment for anymore. When it comes out to 25th, it's not gonna matter for equipment. It's gonna matter for one, your stats. That's including strength, vitality, and the rest
Hold
of
on,
them.
I'm AFK for a second.
But we'll get back to him because I'm pretty sure he can hear me. But your stats and your attributes will matter.
My stats and attributes were good enough to where I should be able to, no matter what,
No.
as long as I have a high tier sword, I should be able to walk through Dafari down there in Noobland.
Not gonna matter when it comes out to 25th. Your gear and everything
It
is
better
not gonna
fucking matter.
Nope. Because how your build is gonna matter on how good, one, if you're gonna be able to fight, if you're gonna be able to survive. Everything comes into
Yes,
effect.
that's what I'm saying. I mean, you
With
don't have to be a
you-
walking 100 in the fucking strength to be able to kill a level 1 Dafari down south. And I
Yes.
will stand by that.
Unfortunately, it's gonna matter. And you can
But what I'm
dispute it
saying
all
is-
you want, dude, because
But what
I'm the
if
one
you
that
have
listened to
good gear
video.
as well. The gear is supposed to offset as well. They're supposed to complement each other. If you got a good, nice blade instead of a wooden sword, you're gonna fucking kick a little bit of ass. Yes, the different things like attributes help. The attributes and the equipment are supposed to complement each other, not one negate the other.
You're not seeing the point, okay? All three aspects, your armor, your weapon, your attributes. If you have a 2-tick on strength, I'm sorry, you're not going to do much damage. I don't
You're
care
not gonna
what
do
the
much
fuck
damage
weapon
to
you
a
have.
garbage.
Because you don't get the percentage
yeah.
for strength.
It's only supposed to be a 10%.
We're,
10%. That's
for
it.
what? You got a what build? A tank, right? For encumbrance, right?
Listen, look at your attributes. The thing about the slice and dice, when you get up there
One,
higher,
I'm froze.
extra 10%.
10%, and you're not seeing my point. You only have what? 2 ticks on strength, right? You're a tank, right? You use
I'm
encumbrance,
proud of it.
right?
No, I am not a tank. I'm
You are a
pack
tank.
mule.
That's a tank.
No, a tank is someone that can aggro everybody and be able to take a fucking hit. That's someone with max vitality and decent.
No, that's a fucking
a fair
fighter,
amount of
dude.
strength.
Straight up. That's not a fucking tank. I don't give a fuck what anybody says about that. That's not a fucking tank. If you're a pack
I
mule,
am
you're a
not
fucking tank.
A tank is supposed to be able to tank every fucking and aggro everything. Where you have the warrior that's supposed to be able to murk everything.
I'll agree to disagree. Anyways, your encumbrance
Fine.
is full.
Yes,
You have 2 ticks in strength. 10%
correct.
on light damage, right?
I don't know. I'm reloading in. I can't look at anything right yet.
If it's on heavy damage, of course you're not going to do that much damage on light attacks.
I might have if I was on the right fucking thing. When you have 3, okay, salting the wound, you now deal 25% increased damage to enemies affected by negative stats. Slice and dice, each light attack you do inflicts 10% more damage, etc. and so forth. You know, like I said,
10%.
I am not trying to fucking walk around with a max fucking strength. I don't need it. It's not like I have 0 points in strength. Mine is actually...
Well, your build, but I'm just...
But my strength is halfway up. I shouldn't get my ass kicked by a fucking beginner. Fucking like an imp in the beginning.
We're talking AI here. They're not noobs.
I know.
They're built for a
No,
reason.
I said I should not. But what I'm saying is, they are the weakest, one of the weakest enemies in the game. The ones down there are supposed to be able to be fought by the new people as they're coming up, and the further up north, except for the unnamed city, of course, that's the exception to the general rule, the furthest you get to the north, like into the volcano and stuff like that, the farther you go north, the more dangerous they're supposed to get. That's why I'm saying, all that little shit all the way in the beginning, with my build, with a good weapon, I should be able to walk through it. No, I'm not supposed to be able to walk through fucking frost giants with a fucking iron sword. That's silly. But the weapons and strength together should determine how much damage you do, not just your strength.
No.
Not just your weapon. Both of them put together. That's the only point I was drawing. My strength is over halfway, a little over halfway up.
A little over halfway.
Yeah.
What, 2 ticks and what? Wait, 3?
Okay, because you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 areas, and you got 5 ticks.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
The last time I saw it was at 2.
Yeah, it's like 3/4 of the way between 2 and tick 2. You know, that slice and dice.
So you readjusted.
It's actually halfway up.
So you readjusted. Okay.
No, it's
But
gear.
Yeah, it's all gear. For strength.
Yeah, I got a +7 from my gear. Yeah.
What are you wearing? Heavy? And a +7?
Mix. Yeah.
For one piece?
No, I'm looking at my attributes. Strength. It has a 20. Parentheses.
You're
+7.
not under. I said one piece of your fucking armor. I didn't talk about your fucking attributes. One click.
I don't know. I'm not looking. Here's the fucking screenshot.
Again, frozen. Recording. Not looking at fucking pictures.
I'll still send you the. I'll still send the screenshot because I already took it.
So, just tell me how many pieces you have that have string pluses on it. That's one piece of fucking gear. That's totally impossible.
I never said it was one piece of gear.
Well, that's why I asked you. Is it one piece of fucking gear? And you said I don't know. I said, well, why don't you look?
Strength, vitality, strength. That's 3 pieces.
Okay. 1, 2, 4. One's 3. And
no,
2 of them are
2 and. Or wait. 2 of them are 3. Ooh, no clue.
Either 2 of them are 2, 1 is 3, or 2 of them is 3, and 1 of them is 1.
Yeah, I don't know which one's which. However, I can find out. Oh shit. Oh, that one is 3.
Which one?
Because the one that I just took off is 3 for strength.
So please allow the audience to know which one is 3.
My headpiece.
Okay.
Well, anyways, you know, it's like 1 piece is 1, or whatever.
1 piece is 3 for that.
I don't give 10 shits. To me, this is unimportant right now.
Oh, it's all important. It's all going to be important when the 25th comes around.
As long as they don't fuck up the game like they did fucking the original Destiny, sliding this, sliding that, changing this, nerfing this, buffing that, nerfing this. Oh, people are whining about this, nerfing this. As long as they don't do that like they did the first fucking Destiny, we'll be fucking good.
Yeah. Well, a lot of that you could actually think the White Knights out there for that shit, and we already know about that, don't we?
White Knights. For people getting all pissy with nerfing a gun because it gets too... No, it's a bunch of little fucking kids that don't like when people get fucking killed and don't know how to play the fucking game.
And a lot of them are what? Come on, Stealthy, you should know this. No, it's not kids.
Kids.
No, it's not kids. You know why? Why did you get banned? Why did you get banned from Bethesda? Why don't we go into full news?
That has nothing to do with Destiny.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Why don't we go into the whole full-length spiel why you got banned from Bethesda? Because we know it's all White Knight bullshit.
Yes, but what I'm saying is the thing
it goes hand in hand.
On Destiny, in my opinion, Destiny people did not fucking. They had nothing to do with it.
Destiny people know.
That's what I'm talking about. Bungie.
And I'm talking about White Knights. You're crossing fucking wires here. Pay the fuck attention.
Yeah, because I was talking about people that fucking
White Knights.
nerf this, nerf that, buff this, buff that,
White
like
Knights.
they did in Destiny. No,
White Knights.
that's a bunch of people.
That's a bunch of fucking kids who are being White Knights because they want to throw a hissy fit because they end up getting killed.
Don't want to see NSFW content in a mature rated game. That is a fucking White Knight. Get your fucking comments straight, motherfucker.
My comment is straight, motherfucker. We all know who White Knights are and what they're about. And you sit there and try to fucking tell me that it's wrong when I'm sitting there trying to tell you it's right.
Horns with these fucking cock-sucking homo bastards that need to fucking.
Oh, and you think you're the only one who fucking modded games? You think you're the only one who's modded games? I've been modding games since fucking PS1, PS2 days. Don't sit there and try to fucking tell me about how fucking modding works. I know how fucking modding works. I've even helped you with the fucking... Yeah, I am!
White Knights have nothing to do with me when it came to Destiny, the first Destiny. That was long before I even started modding.
But it is in the course. It is in the course. It is in the course of those White Knights who take a piss because they don't want to get killed by a gun that is legitimately made by a game.
That's just whiners.
They're still fucking White Knights, dude. You look at Bethesda. Well, we don't want this in the fucking game because it's not fucking immersive. And we look at fucking Bethesda.
No, those
who
are the
did the same fucking thing? No, who did the same fucking thing, and we all know who the fuck they are because of the nudity. But yet,
the quote unquote
I know, no,
do all this. They claim
liars,
to fucking keep
liars,
Skyrim and
liars,
Fallout beautiful.
Liars, liars. The Statue de Bella is, if you look at it very closely, has nudity in it. That's full of shit. Full of shit. But yet they claim that there's no fucking nudity in the game, yet rated M for mature, for partial fucking nudity when it first came out. And the tag was clearly changed thereafter. And the Statue of Debella still nude in Skyrim.
Thanks for throwing me under the bus with the fucking Bethesda bit. I didn't want to discuss it.
It's not throwing you under the bus. It's telling Bethesda to get their fucking heads out of the asses and fucking do what's right for these people.
I'm banned from Bethesda until $22.99 because and the thing is, if you're gonna say it, let's say it properly. For the longest time, I had the most amount of mods up.
Yeah.
I had well between 500 to 600 mods.
And they were good mods. Good mods. Really good mods.
It doesn't matter. You know, good basically goes on a matter of taste. But anyways.
They were good.
Some of the mods I put up, you know, could have been better, but some of them were ports. But that's how I started, was porting. Then I started making my own. I'd say about 25% of my mods were ports, and then I started doing other stuff and making them. And I got hit with, oh, inappropriate content, basically stating that there was nudity and stuff. How can retexturing a rock to make it 4K?
A rock.
I don't get that one. Rocks, mountains, snowflakes.
Having nudity in them.
Is,
no, I'm just kidding.
Well, the thing is,
but yeah,
it's not
I
that
get the
hard
point
because it gets into BSA and BSA2 files and all that. The thing is, all they would have needed was an extractor to be able to see, oh, let's look at these fucking textures, or excuse me, these meshes in here and stuff. Oh, this is just rocks.
But they didn't do that, did they?
I put out a troll mod. I put out a troll mod. And I'm not going to name the name of it because of, well, I'm just not. But anyways, I put out this troll mod. It equaled some of the other, some other interesting mods, we'll just say. We'll just leave it at that. In size. The whole thing was, is I blew up this mod. And to replace stuff and all that, you basically name it the same, put it in the same folder tree structure, and then you upload it. What I did was I took a folder and named it New Folder. Skyrim is not going to read a folder called New Folder. It's not. It's just basically bloat. That's all it was. And what I did was, is I took all of the textures from Solitude and Windhelm and put them into that new folder. Well, a lot of them. And that was my bloat folder. And then what I did was I replaced the main menu music and a couple of the other musics, I think the combat music and stuff like that, you know, in a couple areas, with Neon Cat.
Well, amongst other things too from
No, that was this mod.
Just that last okay, yeah.
Just this mod.
Okay.
It was bloated with the textures from Solitude and you know, like banner textures, the building textures and stuff like that, and the door textures and all that.
Yeah.
You know, for all the different buildings. I basically was building a troll mod and basically to test a theory using a specific name of a special mod to see what would happen. It got pulled because of inappropriate content, that it contained nudity when there was none.
Their own content, people. Their own content.
Vanilla content from the game and stuff. And it was from the Skyrim data folder. And it would not have showed anyways, it would not have replaced anything anyways, because like I said, it was in a folder called New Folder. It's not going to replace fucking anything. But, yes. And I got looking after a while, after my ban and stuff like that, I looked at my email. And I hadn't got any warnings, no nothing. Months, I tell you, after I got banned, you know, when I started talking to them and stuff about what was going on about the possibility of getting unbanned.
Yeah.
Then I received a flood of emails. Over 500 emails from Bethesda stating that every single mod I put up was reported for inappropriate content. There were mods that were just ESPs that had no external files, because PS4 for mods and stuff like that for Skyrim and Fallout does not allow external assets.
Mm-hmm.
So I must be the greatest fucking modder that ever lived and the best fucking computer expert that has ever lived and ever will live, that I could upload that kind of stuff for fucking PS4.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a compliment in my opinion. Wow, I must be damn fucking good. Right.
And it was up for what, over a month? 2 months? 3 months? How long?
No, these are mods that were up for almost a year.
Yeah.
Everything, because when I was going to go into retirement and stuff like that, I was going to stop modding, you know, and I still had all my mods. I came back and I did one mod. I didn't say nothing to nobody. I just came back and I published one mod. And then it was like a shitstorm happened, and every single one of my mods was reported. Everything. And you know what? You know, if Bethesda would have actually went through and looked at every mod and did the investigation, because I told them I was, you know, a victim of false reporting.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until after I got banned that other people were having said issues that they're starting to look into it.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking really? And then they're starting to believe that that's a problem now, but different people that I know damn well and have talked. Yeah, I don't even want to go into that. But
it's a rant video. You're supposed to go into that, but whatever. Don't want to. It's all
no,
good.
there's certain, you know, it's not polite to out. You know what I'm saying?
What? Call somebody out? I'm sorry, but if somebody does something wrong, I don't care who you are out there in the internet world.
No.
I will call you all
Listen,
out. I don't give a fuck.
You call this person out, we're gonna have fucking words, buddy. This is something I wouldn't call out of respect.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But you interrupted
someone...
me before I could fucking finish, because I said if somebody was being fucking rude.
Oh no, this person
and showed me fucking disrespect, I don't give a fuck. You're getting called out.
Oh, that's different. Oh, that's different. That's different. But, you know, a couple of the people I'm talking about, oh no. Never. Few people that were really decent and very supportive and stuff like that. I don't have to name names. You fuckers know who you are. Yeah. Yes.
I know who they are too.
I'm talking about you. Yes, I'm talking about you.
And I'm pretty sure one of them is going to be watching this video. Oh yeah, we yeah.
Depending on where it's posted, where the link is
it's
posted.
It's going to be YouTube. I can say YouTube all I want. YouTube.
Link. It depends where you put the YouTube link.
Sometimes I don't even have to do that anymore.
Oh yeah.
That's it.
So yeah, I mean it's all good.
Yes.
They know who they are.
Secret. It is the Illuminati. Y'all watching. We are the
I'm just sitting here just listening to you guys rant.
Hey, if you got something to rant about too, Ant, you might as well speak up. This is a rant video. That's what it's about. You want to get angry?
Hi,
Something?
Mom. No,
Throw
I'm
something at
just
somebody? Or I don't know. Beat something up?
Oh, you didn't hear me, did you?
Yes, I heard you. Yeah, I heard you.
Hi, Mom.
That'd be interesting. If you're in the next last year.
Yeah, and then I get a message on my fucking thing saying, "Hello, son." I'm like, what?
Well, you know, I'd be kind of worried about that.
I would be too.
Especially if there was no name associated with it. I'd be like,
Yeah, it just comes up on the screen.
That'd be funny though.
I'm gonna have to take a screenshot of this. Well, it would have to come from the PC at this point, and then moved over.
yeah, that would be really weird.
I mean, you got the shit.
Been dead for quite a few years, so
yeah,
that would be kind of weird.
And then I was watching shit last night, and I found that interesting. I was gonna do a video on it last night, and I was like, you know what? I'll save it all for fucking today. But anyways, news as far as EA and loot boxes, or mechanics as they would call them, and Epic. Oh yeah, we know what's coming. We know what's coming. Money. All this shit with Fortnite, it's coming. And they are going to get sued because of the illegal transactions they are doing with their game and allowing children to go ahead and know about gambling. I'm sorry.
Loot boxes.
PlayStation, if you're watching, Sony, whatever, it is not your job to watch or babysit these people, and this is all going to go into flourishing. But I will say this, those out there who do have kids, you gotta mind yours.
Watch your credit cards.
Put your shit up to where your kids can't get to that shit.
Loot boxes is digital gambling if you want to be technical.
Yeah.
Because you're going, oh, this loot box, and you got a random chance of being able to get this. Oh, you get the promise of this, but you're always, you got this possibility of getting this outfit or this special warrior or the special gun or this mount. And then you get shards.
You get a bunch of crap, and you gotta spend, more money.
Here's a healing potion. I mean, that is a form of gambling, you know, and that's the thing, and loot boxes.
Here in the States,
retro tickets.
Here in the States, I don't care which company you come from. Bethesda, EA, id, it don't matter, okay? If you're doing that shit, id. Never heard about id? They are the leaders of Doom.
Okay.
But microtransactions, loot boxes, these kids are under 18. It's illegal here. Okay? I don't care which country you come from. You got that shit set up for over here in the States? It's illegal. Under the age of 18. So do I see a lawsuit coming for Fortnite in the future and other related games, especially EA with FIFA, Major League Baseball, NFL? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Stuff like that. We're here in the States. We take that shit kind of seriously. And another rant that I want to get into is this.
You know what really grinds my gears?
The Sony ethical bullshit propaganda about female nudity. But
What's that?
When it came to male nudity, it's all prim and proper. One, who gives a fuck? It's pixels. And just because you state your own opinion does not make you a collective as the whole.
But why go?
It takes more than one
I know,
voice.
bad taste.
But yeah. I mean, it's just... Alright, let's go into the whole Final Fantasy thing. They wanted Tifa, alright? And this was the whole spew thing about that last night. They wanted Tifa the same way she was when they were doing the remake. And compared to the other game, but they wanted her more lifelike, whatever, blah blah blah. I'm fine with that. But supposedly, from what I understand, they did the translation wrong and they don't want a lot of jiggle. I'm sorry, but you got big ass boobies. They're gonna fucking jiggle. Let's get real here. Let's get real. Ethnically, if they're big old titties, they're gonna jiggle. Big old mama titties. Go jiggle. I don't care.
No, they won't.
Bullshit!
No, they won't.
Unless you got itty
I'm one
bitty
of them
titties.
stupid people that doesn't believe it. What's wrong
But
with little titties?
they wanted to portray her the same way they did in Final Fantasy, which is fucking awesome. Cool.
Okay.
But
let's see here.
they talk about ethics and bullcrap. It's a fucking
What are
game. Okay, for one. A fucking game. It's fantasy. It takes people out of their daily lives. It's all I can say is fucking game. But when you got movies that allow this sort of type thing, but yet cable TV doesn't, but used to back in the 80s and 90s. But FCC broke into that fucking gay house and said, oh, no, 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 no more. Bullshit. It's a pixel ass game. When you become king of the world, then we must talk. But you are not.
Well, we are talking. Yeah, I'm not going to give up my position of king of the world that easy.
There's
so
a difference.
They better just get over it.
You're not a fucking king. You're the Pharaoh of Hyboria.
Hi, Pharaoh.
You are not a king. You are an emperor.
Hi, Pharaoh.
Or Pharaoh. Yeah,
God
Pharaoh.
King.
Well, actually, since you are building a Japanese build, wouldn't that make you an emperor and not a pharaoh?
Yeah.
It's still the same type of title.
But yeah, would not make you a king though. Just an emperor.
Yeah.
Which is
I'm
the same thing as a
higher
king.
than a king. I'm higher than a king. A king only rules a kingdom. An emperor
rules over lands.
multiple.
But-
I have had those lower than me bow to me in this game.
You got nothing? You got nothing? Because obviously everything's winding down. Stealthy, you got anything, man? You got one? Go ahead.
I fucking froze.
Well, no.
Froze.
I've been sitting here froze for almost an hour and 4 minutes.
I froze.
Oh, and mind you, by the way,
Shit.
Funcom, if you're watching this or whatever, hour 4 minutes, frozen, PS4 Pro. Help me, help me, help you, help me.
He doesn't want to go join Elizabeth.
No.
He's too young.
What?
There's no thing. Sanford and Son. Dude always puts his hand to his heart like he's having a heart attack. Oh, Elizabeth.
Oh, yeah. Sanford and Son, I know what he's talking about.
Yeah, he doesn't want to go. He's too young to go and join Elizabeth.
But yeah, I mean, it's stuff that I wanted to go over with last night, and then stuff that came up last night I wanted to go over with tonight. I was like, you know what, I'll just do a whole fucking lengthy video where everything's showing up at once, and there we go. Done.
Hey, they have that fucking show on fucking Nick at Night and TV Land, and I think they have it either on Netflix or Hulu.
Sanford and Son?
Yeah,
yeah,
I've seen it.
It's not on Netflix. It might be Hulu. I doubt it, but who knows? Classic TV. It might be on Hulu. Might be.
It's on one.
Epics. I know we have Epics. We have Pluto. We have Tubi. Tubi. I think that's what it is for PS4.
Tubi or Tubby.
Yeah, something like that. But that could be it too. I mean, to buy. We are all saying it wrong. It's to buy. Or not to buy.
It's not a tumor. It's not a Tubi.
It's a to buy. It's not tumor. It's a to buy.
To buy or not to buy.
I just forgot the part.
What?
Because he's starting to sound like Arnold Schwarzenegger. A little bit. Somebody started sounding like Arnold Schwarzenegger a little bit. I was like, just missing the
Well, I do it once in a while, but I do it without the I don't know. It sounds a little. Sounds a little weird when he's saying a lot. And if you watch him ever publicly, he doesn't really do that a lot nowadays.
Yeah, because probably at one of the press conferences when he was a governor,
they probably got onto him about
it. He's probably just like pointing to the door. Get them the hell out of here! Before they give me a tuba.
Alright, but other the case, it's Razil Tempest, I am out of here. My screen is froze, and I'm not liking this, so I have to restart the game. So, goodbye, salutations, all the good stuff, and keep it real for fucking God's sakes.